So the category of hackers. First, hat hackers, good people. The meaning is they are ethical. Usually professional. They are security professionals with the knowledge of hacking and the hacker toolset who use locate the weakness and implement the countermeasures. White hat hackers are primary candidates for the examinations. White hats are those who hack with the permissions from the data owner. Every company recruit white hat hackers. The category hackers or category security specialists who falls into the level of hackers are always white hat hackers. Their job is very protect the network. Second category is they are hackers, or you can say they are hackers, or you can say that they are the crackers. They do not use their skill sets for right purposes. The activities performed by black hat hackers are totally illegal. They use their skills for illegal or malicious purposes. They actually break into or otherwise violate the system integrity of remote systems with malicious intent. Having gained the unauthorized access within the system or the network, these kind of hackers destroy most of the information present as well as deny legitimate users' services and just cause problems for their targets. We have already studied various terms like man in the middle attacks or any kind of security countermeasures, right? So they perform most of the activities in this area. Black hat hackers and crackers can easily be differentiated from white hat hackers because their actions are totally malicious in nature. Third category is gray hats. They are those hackers who may work offensively or defensively. It is the combination of white hat as well as black hat. Depending on the situation, they are dividing their requirements, their tasks, their capabilities. This is a dividing line between the hacker as well as a cracker. Gray hat hackers may just be interested in hacking the tools and technologies and are not malicious like black hats. But yes, gray hats are self proclaimed ethical hackers who are interested in hacking tools mostly from a curiosity and standpoint. Remember, this is the intermediary level. So, if you talk about the ethnicity or ethical natures, white hat hackers are the best chosen methods. Now, what exactly the hackers will do? They are motivated by different reasons, but their purposes are usually the same as that of a cracker or hackers. They are trying to determine whether an intruder can see on a target network or a system and what the hacker can do with this information. The process of testing the security of a system or network is known as penetration testing or pen testing, a simple job done by each and every hacker to exploit the weaknesses. They wanted to find out the loopholes, and the simple way is to go ahead with the pen testing. Hackers break into the computer systems. Contrary to widespread myth, doing this does not usually involve a mysterious leap of hackerly brilliance, but rather persistence and the dog reputations of a handful of fairly well-known tricks that exploits the common weaknesses in the security of a target system. Right? Many ethical hackers detect malicious hacker activity as a part of the security team of an organization tasked with defending defending against malicious hacking activity. When these people are hired, the ethical hackers asks for ask the organization what is supposed to be protected and from whom. Correct? This is their actual job. But when hired, they always make sure that organizations are well protected. But if required, they can perform like a gray hat hackers. Now, What are the goals the attackers will try to achieve? Whether perpetuated by an ethical hacker or malicious hacker, all the attacks are an attempt to breach the computer system security. Now, what this security consists of: confidentiality, authenticity, integrity, as well as availability. We have studied all these goals previously. So let's jump on to the next section. What are all those skill sets required by a hacker? Hackers who stay a step ahead of malicious hackers must be a computer system expert. The person must have good programming knowledge. The person knows the hardware components of a system. The person knows the network configuration, the settings, the stability of a network, and so on. All this information is a must for a hacker. In-depth knowledge about highly targeted platforms such as Windows and Linux platform preferably is also the requirement. Well, knowledge of operating system is pretty important. Operating system do have multiple factors. They have their own registry. If the registry settings is compromised, definitely the hacker will be a good winner. Most ethical hackers are well rounded with wide knowledge on computers and networking. In some cases, a hacker will act as a part of a tiger team who has been hired to test the network and computer system to find out the vulnerabilities. Each member of the team will have distinct specialities. Like hackers do have different categories to work. Some of them are hacking the information, some of them are pen testers, some of them can find out the loopholes, and so on. Correct? So each and every person do have its own speciality. Now there are certain terminologies we need to discuss. First one is threat. An environment or a situation that could lead to a potential breach of security is nothing but a threat. Threat can happen any point of time and it can be in any manner. So there is no fixed definition for the word threat. Ethical hackers look for and prioritize the threats while performing a security analysis. Malicious hackers and their use of software and hacking techniques are themselves threat to an organization's information security. Now, what is exploit? A piece of software or technology that take the advantage of a bug, glitch, or vulnerability leading to unauthorized access, privilege escalation, or denial of service on a computer system is nothing but a exploit. I'll explain in some better manner. Exploitation. Well, when a hacker target a system, he is successful in attacking and he is digging out everything by destroying everything. It's complete foolproof exploitation, right? There are different levels of exploitation. If the complete network comes to a standstill, everything comes to a toss and you lose everything. It's full-fledged exploitation. Malicious hackers are looking for exploits in computer systems to open the door for an internal attack. Most exploits are small strings of computer code that, when executed on a system, exposes vulnerabilities. Well, vulnerabilities can be human made or it can be created by default, right? Vulnerabilities are those loopholes that are generally being found out by the hacking experts. Remember this. Experienced hackers create their own exploits, but it is not necessary to have any kind of a programming skill to be ethical hacker, as many hacking software programs have ready-made exploits that can be launched against a computer system or a network. But remember one important factor. If you are using ready-made programs, you are using a specific infra as it is, and your programming knowledge is totally zero. If you really want to penetrate, and if the security is pretty strict or tight, you will not be able to exploit it in any manner. This is because you have very limited knowledge of programming. The meaning is you cannot proceed further if you really want to edit the program codes. Okay.